Well, listen, I'm going to let you get started, Miss. I'm going to let you show us all the new things that are exciting. And of course, actually, one little thing I'm going to do, Jan, at the end, let's add some fun to it. We're going to test to find out how many hip advisors are out there. So I'm going to launch a little bit of a poll on Zoom and over here on Facebook as well.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Great. Thank you, Susan. That'd
All
be
right.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me today and learn a little bit about Haven and learn and get some Joho. And to me, Joho is learning about the joy of Haven's offerings. So I just want to introduce you to the property if you haven't seen it before. It really is a spectacular gem of a resort in an amazing location. It's very serene and tranquil. It's really nicely positioned along the Riviera Maya, just about 20 minutes outside of Cancun. So I'm going to take you on a little walk through Haven Riviera Cancun so that you can learn and experience it for yourself. Just one sec. Great. Thank you for sharing all that love. I really appreciate it. It's really lovely to see that you appreciate the resort as much as I do. So, to give you a little bit of our background, we're actually owned by a Spanish family. They're based in Mallorca, and they have 29 hotels there under the brand Hip Hotels. They're spread throughout the Canary Islands, Andalusia, and the Balearic Islands. And Haven Riviera Cancun is the first in the brand Haven Resorts and Spas, and it opened up at the end of 2018. So 2019 was really the first year of operation. We're an adults only. We're only 435 suite property, but really great attention to service and the detail throughout the resort. We are members of Preferred Hotel and Resorts LVX collection, as well as members of the American Express Hotel collection. We're super proud of those. We won the 2024, repeatedly, we won the Traveler's Choice Award with TripAdvisor. So that's our guest satisfaction standard. So by maintaining those memberships, we automatically kind of guarantee you a standard and level of service that is really remarkable. We are super proud. You guys are the first to hear. The press release goes out next week that we have earned our 4 Diamond designation with the AAA group. That means that we're really providing an exceptional service, really high standards, exceptional accommodation, wonderful food and beverage. So really delivering an exceptional service to guests. Another thing that we also are super proud of is for the last 3 years, we've been striving for some sustainability measures, some way to be responsible. And we've been recognized by EarthCheck. And we have achieved the silver status already as delivering a really luxury experience for guests that is continually sustainable and responsible, making sure that the destination is perfect for generations to come. So those are all of our accolades currently, and we're really, really proud. So I have mentioned already our location, I think, is one of our most important attributes because we're literally 20 minutes from the airport gate to the hotel lobby. So you're not wasting time commuting to a property that's an hour or more away. 20 minutes south of the Cancun airport, we're just north of Puerto Morelos. And so you have a point of reference. The Moon Palace is a 20, 30-minute walk up the beach from our property, and then there's nothing in between. And below us is another 20-30 walk to the Hilton Cancun. Give you an idea on the location. So really private, serene, lots of space. There's no beach hawkers. It's really easy to get around. You're about 30 minutes to get into Puerto Morelos and about 45 minutes to down to Playa del Carmen from there. And I'm going to point out the golf course. It's just across the highway from us. It looks like it's a ways away, but literally our driveway is the longest part. They cross the highway. They're at El Tinto, which is part of Cancun Country Club. And you're about 20 minutes into downtown Cancun if you want to go to Coco Bongo or something in the evening or take off for an excursion, just to give you a point of reference on distance. Now, we have many reasons, but my top 10 reasons beside the location, we heat all of our pools in the winter, up to 76 degrees and even longer sometimes. They never close also, which is really nice. If you're in a swim out, you can swim all night long. Our main pool is open also all night long. We don't serve, the swim up bars close at around 7 o'clock, but you can still find a cocktail somewhere in the property and enjoy yourself in the pool. We are an all-suite resort, which I think is really lovely. We offer a higher category called Serenity Club, which is the club level. And with that, you get a number of attributes I'm going to go into great detail with in a bit. We only do one wedding a day. And I think that's really lovely for that bride to feel very special on their day. We have wonderful romance suites, which is like having a honeymoon package in your room category, which is a really nice attribute to have. We offer free green fees for all room categories at El Tinto, which I mentioned earlier. But there's a way to get free golf cart, which is really important with a golf round of golf. We have wonderful attention on the food and beverage experience. So the gastronomy and cuisine is really exceptional. And they're very good about catering to all dietary needs, whether it be gluten-free or lactose intolerant or pretty much any allergies. They will ask you every time you go into a restaurant, but you can also just put it in the file so everybody gets awareness of it. We have a wonderful, tranquil spa. I'm going to give you a little bit of insight into. And one of the best attributes in the industry, I think, is that we have no timeshare, no vacation club, and we will not have no intent to ever induce one. So I think it's a really important thing for you to know that your clients are going to come back happy and they're going to come back to you over and over again. Here's some additional attributes that are just really worth mentioning, I think, for what makes heaven very special and how to pamper yourself even more. I talked about the Serenity Club level where they have a private check-in and an exclusive lounge. They have a butler assigned to them. They have many, many other things. I'm going to get into a little bit more detail, but it really is worth doing the upgrade to a Serenity Club. Besides that, there are 7 gourmet restaurants throughout the property, 6 of which are a la carte restaurants, and then we have one marketplace buffet. It's very special as well. We've got lots of snack bars around the property, whether it be Mochaccino, the coffee shop, or the Beach Bar Grill, which is a really nice place just to grab, chips and guacamole during the day, a nice grilled hamburger or fish or ceviche by the pool. We have 4 pools in total, one massive jacuzzi that probably holds 40 people. We have 2 gyms. Our gyms are open 24 hours also. We don't need to close them. As well as we have a tennis court, multi-use court, and we will be installing a pickleball court very, very soon. If it's not already there, it'll be there in the next about 6 weeks. 3 other things that we do, we serve all over the beach cocktails as well as around the pools, but we will also serve to the swim out suites, which I think is really super. You don't ever have to leave your room. We have that wonderful Mochaccino coffee shop that I mentioned before that have wonderful food, snacks all day long into the late evening, and gelato all day long. You have to try. Great spa that I mentioned, great gift shop. There's a lovely jewelry and boutique in there. The Wi-Fi is exceptional throughout the property. You don't have to log in, log out. It's really great. And as we have a couple other attributes that you could add on to really pamper yourself. One of which is the Temescal experience. I'm going to get into a little bit in a minute, but it's more of really special Mayan ritual that you should always experience at least once in your life, if not every time you go to Mexico. And we have a wonderful chef's table. It's just one of the many experiences that we offer. The chef's table does have a cost. I'll describe that to you in a bit, but it's a wonderful dining experience of seven-course food and wine tasting. So this is a lovely aerial view of the resort. On the upper corner is the oval pool, which you're going to see frequently in a lot of our images. In the center section is the main lobby where a lot of the restaurants are, some of the bars, and the two main active pools. And then on the right side, in the lower right-hand side, you'll see the Serenity Club section, which has two of its own pools. You can kind of get a glimpse at all of the ground floor suites or swim out suites. It really has some spectacular areas. It's very spacious, easy to get around, and nothing feels too far, but very easy ramps to get in and out of any area of the property that you're in. The sense of arrival itself is really remarkable. It's a wonderful ocean view and breeze as soon as you walk into the lobby. There's the Havens Lounge on the right-hand side. The Mochaccino is just further down. The general check-in and reception is just forward to the left. And then you'll be escorted, if you're in Serenity Club, to a private check-in area and lounge area to meet with your butler and learn what some of the special requests that you can put in your room are. I wanted to include a couple of maps, and these are available to you anytime. You can download them. But just to give you an idea on how the resort is laid out, you saw this aerial view from the water. This view is really looking over an overview, the right side being the oval pool, the left side being the Serenity Club section, and that little beige box in the bottom foreground is actually our new convention center. I'm going to tell you about that too. So everything really takes place very centrally, but there's lots of other pockets and restaurants and bars to experience throughout the resort. This, I think, really helps if you know that a client maybe is ADA challenged and they want to, the round pool is perfect for them, but maybe they want to stay in building 3 or building 6 because that gives them easy access into the lounge area and where all the restaurants are. We'll get a little more into those details in a bit. This is the main activity pool. It's really spacious. It actually consists of 2 pools, one that is more laps and lounging, and you can pull your chair in. The other one is more where they do pool volleyball, and they have paddleboard yoga in the morning. There's a DJ playing in the afternoon, or there's a saxophonist that's standing by the poolside where they bring food around. This is really where the action happens during the day, and we try to keep the other pools a little bit more tranquil. So the round pool, or like sometimes called oval pool, is Havens Pool. It's a 0 entry pool. You can pull your deck chair right into the pool itself if you want to just chill, get a little bit refreshed. But each of these 3 pool areas all have swim ups. So you can swim right up to the bar and enjoy a cocktail there. Also, this is the Serenity Club pool, and the Serenity Club pool is actually 2 pools. You're only seeing one of them in this image, but that's surrounding Tahani restaurant, which I'm going to tell you a little bit more about. This is exclusive to Serenity Club. Again, these pools don't really close at night. You're welcome to use them, and they are heated as well as all of the ground floor swim outs. The suites themselves are really spectacular. I'm very impressed with the attention to detail that these owners put into every one of their suites. These maps were available also, and they show you what room category is in what building. So if you know somebody wants perhaps a romance suite or a wellness suite or a master suite, you know exactly what building those suites are going to be located in. And if guests have special needs or they just want to be guided a little bit, you can request a specific building. Personally, I'm just going to give you a couple inside tips. Building 1 is kind of the most remote, building 1 and 8, and those oceanfront Serenity Club suites are the most private. But we still serve cocktails there. You know, if you're connecting rooms to a couple of friends and this is your own little private pool party, it's really fun. Building 5, I love because you're right in the center of everything, easy access to the Serenity Cup pools, but you can also easily get into where all the action is around the main pool. So I think that these might really help you determine where you might want to put a guest. This is just a general, this is actually, this image is one of our, it's our leading category. This is a junior suite. Our bathrooms are totally separate. We don't bring the bathroom into the room. Everything is very private and walled off, so you can have privacy, whether you're sharing with a girlfriend, guy friend, partner, whatever. You're very private inside your suite. All of them have either one king, two queens if they're in Serenity Club, or we have some two double bedded suites in non-Serenity. Everyone either has a balcony with a jacuzzi on the terrace, a nice, beautiful, big whirlpool. It's big enough for two, or they have a swim out suite if they're on the ground floor. And as I said, all 118 ground floor suites are swim out suites. Concierge service throughout the property, including serving to the pools, as we discussed. We have room service, of course, 24 hours, but we also have a privacy box so they can have their food delivered straight to their suite without having to answer the door, which I think is really nice. Mini bars, which can be customized for guests once they arrive with their butler or with the concierge. I mentioned the Wi-Fi, but there's a great safe too, where you can actually put your laptop in. It's large enough for a laptop, and you can plug it in while it's in there, which I think is really great. Great satellite TV, lots of, HBO and Max and all of those big streaming channels are there as well. An espresso coffee machine in the room, great hair dryers, ladies or guys, that are, people always want to buy them and take them home. What else? We use an in-room steamer that works really super well. Free dialing back to US and Canada. So all of the other attributes that you would expect, but there's always more. Even USB plugs by the bed, which I think is a great new attribute that have been included. So these suites, in terms of layout, these are 524 square feet, which is over almost 49 meters. So super spacious, very large. They described exactly what is included in each suite, but you'll see in that bottom little map, it shows you where those suites are located as well, just to kind of help guide you, how many guests are allowed in each suite. There are some limited suites that have a sofa bed, so we could put 3 people in a room, but I recommend you just get 2 at that point. We have a really lovely category called the romance suite, which I touched upon. In a romance suite, if you book that category, the room category is always got 2 double showers, shower heads, rain showers in the bathroom. Each room also gets a sparkling bottle of wine when they arrive, as well as a chef's treat. It's usually chocolate dipped strawberries, or they do a wonderful chocolate bar. All of the sweets and desserts are made on property. They are exceptional chefs. Very impressed with them. They offer a romantic dinner in one of the restaurants one evening. They have a beautiful kind of surf and turf menu, but I know that you could customize it as well. When you come back to your suite that night, your jacuzzi will be prepared with rose petals and aromatherapies, and you'll have a nice bubble bath, enjoy your evening. And then in the morning when you wake up, breakfast will be waiting for you that you've already pre-ordered the night before. You can either leave it in the privacy box, or they'll bring it into the suite. You can dine at the table or take it out onto the balcony. So I think it's a really nice attribute for any couple who just want to kind of rekindle romance. This is a really nice touch. So our romance suites come in both Serenity Club and non-Serenity Club. So you can see some of them are swim outs, some of them are upper floors. So they're spread throughout the property, and we can always arrange for one, definitely. Another room category to consider is pure wellness suites. And what's really special about these is these suites have gone through a 7-step purification process. They treat every single surface in the room, including the filters, the linens, the pillows, everything. Super hypoallergenic. They really help against any airborne irritants, as you know, like a mildew or anything like that, or dust. They really help you sleep better, and it removes all odors from the room. So it's a great attribute to have if somebody has any challenge in that area. Let me introduce you to Serenity Club. I've talked a lot about it, the attributes of it, but besides the free golf, and you get some access into the spa, which I'll talk about, The Tahani restaurant in the upper right-hand corner is a really special restaurant that is open for breakfast and dinner. And then the bottom left-hand corner, this is where the Serenity Club guest will check in. It's this huge lounge, and off to the left, there's a whole other private area with TVs and more food and self-serve wine and bubbly and snacks all day that evolve during the day into the late hours. So it's a really great attribute to have. You'll always find a butler or concierge in here. I think it's a really worthwhile upgrade for all guests. So really recommend this one. So in Serenity Club, we have some new inclusions that we've included in the last couple of months. So besides getting an aromatherapy menu for your room, you also get aromatherapy in your non-Serenity suites, but you get more choices of aromas in the Serenity Club suites. You get a premium mini bar, as you would expect. You get a premium Nespresso coffees. You get just more selection. There's pillow menus. They got more toiletries, like even a bug spray. I don't think there's sunscreen in the room, but there's, everything else you would expect from toothbrush and toothpaste, etc. Very nice toiletries. The things that I've already talked about as far as private check-in and lounge, but your private butlers are there and available to you through WhatsApp. So recommend your guests download that before they arrive. They can do it when they get there. It's going to be free anyway. And you can text them from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. They'll take care of things like maybe you need water for a CPAP machine. So they will arrange for that. I mean, they're exceptional. Let's say I've heard of some of the butlers, somebody wanted Johnny Walker Black in their suite. And if that isn't one of the alcohols that's offered as part of the guest suite itself, sometimes these guys and girls will pick it up on their way in or home from the office and bring it home from the hotel and bring it in the next day. So they're really attentive. The other restaurants that are exclusive, or there's two of them. One, Vistas, which is right over the round pool that we showed you before. There's a two-story building. The lower level is a swim-up bar, and the upper level is Vistas. It's an outdoor restaurant that is open for breakfast and lunch exclusively to Serenity Club guests. It's a beautiful outdoor dining. They have exquisite food there. Highly recommend. I eat there every time I'm there, multiple times. And then there's Tahani that is open for breakfast and dinner. They have the same menu as Vistas in the morning for breakfast, but the dinner, there's a new evolution that's going on where we're making this a dinner and show. So there will be entertainment. There's a really great show happening every night during dinner. So it's like a dinner show. I don't know if you've ever gone to a bar or restaurant that you've got entertainment going on while you're dining. It's a really fun experience. So they've done a great job with that. You have a more enhanced room service menu. You have a more enhanced wine menu as well for Serenity Club guests. You do get a discount off all of the food and beverage add-ons that you might add on. Like, let's say there are some steaks that we do offer that are not part of the all-inclusive, like a tomahawk steak, which, as you know, they're massive, a big bone in them. So if you wanted to pay for that, or maybe you wanted a bottle of Moet and Chandon champagne or Veuve Clicquot, you can order that, and we give you a 20% discount off of all of those additional costs if you're in Serenity Club. I talked about the free green fees at El Tinto, but we also offer a golf cart to Serenity Club guests. That's about an $85 savings per person. So that alone really pays for that upgraded category. You get a golf cart every 3 nights. So 3 nights, you get 1 cart. You get 2 carts if you stay 5 nights or more, and then 3 carts over 8 nights. So it's a really wonderful feature to have. And if you are golfers, it's super easy to book as soon as you arrive. You don't have to do it in advance. They provide like a $15 round trip shuttle the golf course provides. They'll pick you up at the hotel, take you there, bring you back. They give you balls for the driving range. They give you water for your cart. I mean, it's an exceptional golf course. It's a really good one. They also can rent golf clubs and shoes. I can give you more details on that if you'd like. The fun thing about the spa is that you get access to the hydrotherapy circuit, the water journey. Again, 1 visit for every 4-night stay. which I think is something not to be missed. You can actually upgrade that for like a $19 or $18 fee and even get a longer stay and more access to every areas of the spa. If you, whenever, whoever is using the spa, if you're booking a massage, you've got access to the therapy. This is like a guided experience. It's very, very nice to do. You also get a 15% discount in Serenity Club in the spa, which I think is a really nice add-on. We have a special menu and serve poolside in Serenity Club a lunch. So if you want to just eat at your deck chair, you don't have to throw on a cover up and head to one of the restaurants. You can actually sit in your lounge chair and enjoy. And I just want to mention, we do not really have to play the game of getting up crack of dawn to block a chair. The resort is so well designed. There's so many belly beds and loungers and umbrellas. We've got pool concierges all over the place. They will get you a chair. There is no issue. Not even mentioning the beach, which hardly, doesn't get used enough as far as I'm concerned, because it is a really lovely beach. But there's lots of space and lots of ways to just lounge all day long. We have, as I mentioned, 2 gyms, one of which is exclusive to the Serenity Club guests, and it's also open 24 hours. And every guest gets a welcome gift as well as a complimentary beach bag. While they're there, they can welcome to take it home as well, but really special. So all of those attributes alone are really worth investing in. Guests will be really happy. They're not going to miss out if they don't have Serenity Club, but I really think that it'll just move it over the top. We're really reasonably priced. You'll find as you start to explore us compared to some of our competitive set. And you will really see an amazing value and very happy clients coming back. So these are just some scenes throughout the Serenity Club area, showing some amenities in the lounge and some of the areas in which the concierge station themselves during the day, etc. Super special property. Our Serenity Club guests, our buildings 1, 4, and 5 have these views. You wake up in Serenity Club, you're oceanfront. It's like you're on a cruise ship. You're looking straight out into the ocean, feeling that breeze. It's really spectacular. These also are over 450 square feet, and you can see it just the balcony is really large, super spacious. It's got comfortable seating out there, and if you've got to swim out, even better. So these are really exceptional suites. We have in Serenity Club also 1-bedroom master suites, which give you a whole separate living area, bar, lounging, TV area outside of your room, which also your bedroom suite itself has a TV, wonderful double-sized balcony, and your own bathtub, which I think is really nice because most rooms now only have a shower. This tub is big enough for 2. And if you're traveling with friends or just 2 couples traveling together, maybe adult children, we have a 2-bedroom suite. This connects to another king bedded suite, so you can connect interior into the living room area and share that space, have pre-dinner cocktails, and then each go back into your private areas for sleeping and using the restrooms. So I think that's a really nice attribute. There's only a few of these, but they are very, very popular. Sadly, we only have 1 presidential suite, and this is really an amazing suite. You're looking at the living room right now. It's like 3 separate rooms combined. It has a beautiful sitting area that you can sit, 8 to 10 people, has a dining table that you can seat 8 people. There's a pool table at the end that you can play billiards on all evening. There's an in-room gym. It's a weight and pulley system. It has its own wine cellar. There's a little chef's kitchen. Has an amazing number of things that you can include in the presidential suite. Perfect for the bride, maybe the parents of the bride and groom, for the honeymoon couple, for the bride and groom themselves. It's over 2,400 square feet. It's bigger than many homes. There's only 1 of these, but it fills up really quickly. It is something you really want to explore and try. We offer a couple things in here, and things like you can order an in-suite dinner one night where you can select dishes from any restaurant. They'll bring it to the suite and it'll be served at the dining table. They can arrange for a mixologist to come up and spend an hour mixing drinks before you go to dinner one night. So there's some really great things to include in the presidential suite. Okay, if you haven't had lunch, I'm sorry, you're going to be salivating. So get ready. I want to take you a little bit on the food and food and beverage experience, as well as the nighttime entertainment on property. So enjoy. That always makes me hungry. So as far as food and beverage options go on property, this is Flavors. This is the marketplace. I don't know if you remember a restaurant that used to exist called Movenpick. It's kind of like a it is a buffet, but these are prepared dishes on plates. So you can grab, a plate of fruit or a ceviche, or they've got crab legs, or there's a taco bar. There's really amazing food throughout the day. Of course, all of our kitchens are chef's kitchen, meaning that you can watch them cook, even in the marketplace. So you want to order your omelet, you want some grilled meat or protein, you want some eggs in the morning, that kind of thing. They will cater to you as well. Really great pastries here, as well as the breads are incredible. So Flavors for breakfast, lunch, and when it's really busy on property, we open it for dinner as well. We have three other restaurants these are all a la carte. Agua Bendita is our Mexican steakhouse. It's got a really wonderful tequila bar in this restaurant as well. Really nice, spacious. Every restaurant has outdoor seating so that if you want to sit out on the patio and enjoy the sunset or just the fresh air, you're welcome to do so. In Satsu, I'm going to go back to Agua Bendita for a second. It's a steakhouse. There's all the Mexican favorites that you would expect. I had the best chicken of my life the last time I was down. Guacamole made tableside. Great wine list to choose from as well, but also wonderful desserts here. Satsu is the Asian fusion restaurant. So it has teppanyaki tables. It's got a sushi bar. It's got a wonderful menu. That's everything from sashimi and sushi to nice Thai curries and really great selection of food and beverage in Satsu. And then you get to Voramar, which is a little more casual. It's an oceanfront restaurant that has antipasta. It's more Mediterranean cuisine. It has an antipasta bar. You can get pizzas and lots of pastas and the likes here. A lot of Italian specialties in this restaurant. It's really good. Olio's is exclusive to, well, it's not exclusive to anybody. It's an exclusive restaurant. It's more of our signature restaurant. It's a white tablecloth, really beautiful service, an amazing selection of wine in this restaurant as well. It is a Mediterranean course. This is one restaurant where gentlemen have to wear long pants and shoes and a shirt with a collar. That is the one restaurant that we really require, a more formal attire for, but just tell your clients, just think of every night as date night. If you wouldn't wear a ball cap and a muscle shirt into, a fine restaurant. So just treat this like you're going out on a date. At Olio's, we also offer an additional option for a chef's table. I touched on this briefly a moment ago. It's $135. It's a 7-course food and wine pairing that is exceptional wines. It's a really wonderful evening event. We need at least 4 people to do it. We have a maximum of 8. We'll match couples. If there's only 2 of you wanting to try this experience, but there's lots of other experiences that we offer. This is one that I think is, you can't get 135 food and 7-course food and wine pairing anywhere in the world that I know of. So this is a really great experience. That is our chef, Chef Abner. He really does some exquisite meals. So you should really definitely try this. And the 2 restaurants that are exclusive to Serenity Club, one being Vistas, the one that's over the round pool that I mentioned. It's the upstairs area there. And then on the right is Tahani. Again, this is the new Serenity Club restaurant it is exclusive to Serenity Club at the moment, but we will allow non-Serenity guests to the restaurant for a fee in this area. I can get you more of those details as shortly, as soon as we're done. Now, the entertainment and other outlets throughout the property. Moon's Cabaret is where all the action happens at night. We have shows that start about 9 in the evening. It gets packed. This is a wonderful place to hang out at night, catch a show, whether they be illusionists or they do wonderful burlesque show. They have some great comedy nights. They have a karaoke night, which is always entertaining. And then it converts into a dance floor and it's open till around 1:30. On the bottom right-hand corner, after dinner, you can head to the Havens Lounge. And the Havens Lounge, this is open to all guests. It's open, I think it's only closed 1 hour, is what I was told. So I think it opens at 7 in the morning until 6 in the morning. Like literally, it's open 23 hours. It's amazing. But you can always wrap up your evening or start your evening here. In the upper right-hand corner is Limes. It's a really fun sports bar, great TV, so you can watch all of the action that's going on. So you're not going to miss anything while you're away. And word to the wise, if you like are going down during Super Bowl, for example, they will definitely showcase Super Bowl probably around the pool. They'll put up one of those big inflatable screens so that everybody can see it without even having to get out of the pool. We've got Mochaccino Cafe, which is what I mentioned. It's a great spot to grab a coffee in the morning if you're going out on an excursion, a lovely snack to take with you, maybe a gelato in the afternoon, or something, a nightcap before dinner, before going back to bed. They've got almond milk, oat milk, they've got skim milk. I mean, they're really well equipped and some very talented baristas in the restaurant, in the Mochachinos. Some of the other experiences that we offer, and we're constantly adding, we do a gin masterclass. So it's about $25 and you get a lesson in the various types of gin, what goes with each type of gin. You get to craft your own cocktail, but the mixologist is there to showcase this. It's a lovely little lesson that takes probably about an hour, and you get to make your own cocktail. We have some Mexican wines along with house-made chocolates. It's a beverage and a snack to enjoy, to really show the compliments to each other. We have international wines and Spanish tapas experience. We really have some wonderful experiences that every guest should just, treat yourself to one. Just try and find one. They range from, as I mentioned, around $25 up to about $120. So there's some really fun things to do that just make it very unique. They'll take these memories home forever. The spa is really very, very special. They had a great focus on building something that was really focused on the wellness aspect. The hydrotherapy circuit, you're only seeing about maybe a half of it. It's absolutely massive. There's at least 6 different pools here that you're looking at that have various jets on your back and coming up bubbles below your feet. It's hot pools, cool pools, etc. Those lounge chairs that are in the back center are actually heated. You come in, you usually get a shoulder massage just to relax before you actually get your treatment. It's really nice. And there's a whole other shower area, more of a wet area that has Swedish showers and cold plunge showers and steam saunas and dry saunas as well. So really a wonderful spa. We've got lots of different services to offer. Those you can pre-book in advance if you like as well. You just need to reach out and we'll send you the menu and get you connected to the spa team. We also have a Temescal on property that we only installed a couple of years ago, but it has been blessed by a Mayan shaman. A shaman comes in and does this experience for guests. And if you haven't ever seen or had awareness of a temescal, it's a really wonderful, rejuvenating experience where you are, it's a steam, kind of a sauna, about water, about music, about heat. It's a really wonderful experience to try. Very great for couples who are maybe starting their life together, um, or they've just come through some trying times and they're trying to get away to relax, and this will just start them really fresh. It's like a reset. It's really wonderful to experience. And you just book that with the spa as well. Here's one of our gyms. It's a great equipment, brand new. We just reopened we moved the spa and opened a bigger one. It's got TVs, as you can see outside. It's really special, wonderful area in here. But some of the other things that we do during the day, I talked about paddleboard yoga, which you have to get up just to watch if you can't do it, because it's really hysterical watching paddleboard yoga. But lots of daily activities that I talked about. We've got kayaks and hobie cats on the beach. There's mixology classes. We do a cooking class. We have regular deck yoga as well, and there's ping pong tables and foosball tables. A macrame class that happens a couple times a week is one of the most popular things. You've got to get in early, but get into the macrame class. It's really great. It's very fun. You'll see in the upper right corner the wristband that we give guests. It's a wooden wristband, but it actually is your room key. So you just hold it up against the door and it allows you in. So there's no worrying about your room key not being there. The color of the strap actually determines to the team if they are Serenity or non-Serenity guests, just so you know. So they'll, where they're allowed on property is just an awareness level. And then we have this great web-based app. And by that, I mean, you do not have to download anything from the Apple Store or Google Store. It's a link that you'll get when you arrive. It works better when you're on property because it's live. Once there's a room assigned, then we release more information. But you can see what activities are going on, what the restaurant menus look like. You can make dinner reservations. You can make spa reservations. It's got a great map. You can see what excursions there might be off property. The gym, there's everything that you need to know is at your fingertips with this app. And you can also communicate, of course, with your butler, as I mentioned, through WhatsApp or through here as well. I talked about Haven only having one wedding per day. It is a very romantic property. It's great for girls' getaways and guys' trips. They want to go golfing and hang out. It's the perfect location for that. But romance is very, very special. We have a wonderful team of individuals who handle the events from start to finish. They are very much focused on the bride and the groom and making sure that their experience is customized to their needs. They have over a dozen locations on property. Really, these are all images from real weddings that have taken place on the resort. So, and they have lots of areas in which they can make amazing changes. If whether they turns on a beach wedding, then they can substitute with something else. So do keep that in mind as a great destination for your destination weddings. And of course, we're very LGBTQ plus friendly. Anything you need, love is love. We've got some great packages, whether they be you want to kind of test drive your wedding, you want to come down to the property and see what it's about. We've got a sneak peek package. We've got engagement packages, which we actually do, like proposal packages, quite a few of them. We have some lovely wedding packages depending on the size of the group that are coming, or anniversary party, just anniversary package, just to add it onto your room category if that's something that they want to do. So there is a fee for the anniversary package if they're not in a romance suite. That's why I would highly recommend booking the romance suite for guests that are celebrating something very special. We opened up a beautiful convention center at the end of 2023. So it's only a year and 2 months old now, but it is really spectacular, great location. So if you've got groups or you maybe have an event that's large enough that you may want to use an interiors location instead of an exterior location. The convention center is so great access from anywhere on property. It's over 20,000 square feet. It actually won an award in its first year of operation that we're really proud of for its design and just spectacular attributes. It can configure it in a multiple different ways, but it can actually hold up to 1,000 people. I mean, it's absolutely massive. So we'll do events in here from 15 up to 900 really very easily. Very easily configured, all of the ballrooms. But we have some nice boardrooms if people want to have a little meeting. Maybe they're on an incentive trip. It's a really, really spectacular building to consider. That's the building at night. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Now, one of the most important things is what's in it for me. So as far as the travel professional goes, we know that you are the reason that we have been successful. We're just turned 6 years old. I've been with the property for just over 5 years. I'm really thrilled with the way it's evolving. It's only getting better. The owners invest money back into the room quality or the restaurants and making sure that it looks really spectacular. We have an amazing general manager who has really elevated. That staff are thrilled. Everyone has really good spirits. It's really beautiful feeling around the property. So for you, we've got a lot of resources that are available in PDF form. We're very green, so we've got things that explain about the golf or a fact sheet or all of our packages or what various experiences we have. All of these are available at the havenresortsacademy.com. The maps that I showed you earlier, they're there also, so they'll help guide you. And after our presentation today, we're going to give you an email that'll have links to a lot of these also. This is our e-brochure. We're super excited about this e-brochure because this is something you can send to clients right away. It just takes you on a tour through the property. It describes a lot of what the things that are included, know why they want to maybe upgrade to Serenity Club and what those benefits are. It talks about all of the restaurants and what everything that's included in those restaurants and dining up areas throughout the property. But really is a great resource, I think, to just easily send to a guest and tease them about what's in store for them should they choose Haven Riviera Cancun. So keep this in mind. This is just a link. It's really super. You can share it digitally with your social media streams as well. This is a really great resource. We have a website that I call the media site. It has all of our images. It has all of our 360-degree tours of all of the suites. You can even see it in dollhouse form, as you can see kind of in the bottom images. These are all things that you can send to a client. And just to say, hey, you know, I know we booked you in the junior suite, but if you want Serenity Club Junior Suite, look at this view. They'll literally feel like they're standing in the room, looking out at the view. They can see that how spacious the suite is. There's really great access. They can see all of the common areas. So maybe you're thinking of a location for a wedding. You can also check out all of the variety of areas throughout the property. So keep that in mind too. So for HIP advisors are what we call our travel advisors who have registered with us. We don't have a course to take at the moment. There's no other requirements. We ask you to register. Once you book, we'd like you to log your bookings. We have just a form that you can fill in and we'll keep track of the rest. But once you sign up, havenresortsacademy.com, you'll get our monthly newsletter. We don't spam you. We send you press releases, which of course are, the next one coming out will be the AAA for Diamond next week. You can get private invitations for any events that might be happening on property and any other important notifications should there be storms or any other issues happening through the destination. Didn't mention before, but our suites have category 5 withstanding windows. So we don't have to send guests away unless the storm is going to be stronger than a Cat 5. They can harbor in place. They can stay in the rooms. And there's been a number of storms that have come through in the 5 years, that the 6 years that the property has been open. There's been no damage to any of the suites or the guest experience. It's really, they handle it super well. So do sign up so that you're registered and getting our emails. Reach out. We do ask that you attend one of our monthly webinars. You've done it today, so thank you very much. Try and do it every year at least, because we add new things all the time. We can, for HIP advisors who have done this already, we can request specific buildings. We can request a specific floor in a building. We can acknowledge special occasions. We can request a specific butler if they're in Serenity Club. We can put a welcome amenity in the room along with a note from yourself. So I think that really our loyalty kind of program is really just making sure that your guest comes back to you, that enjoys their stay, and they we made a memorable vacation for them. But it also gets you access to our travel advisor rates. And our rates are always available to you. You just have to write to us if you've done those things already. You just have to write to us to get the link. To discover Haven for yourself. This is just an example. These rates are dynamic, I would say. These I picked April and May. I know they're lower in August, September, October, but these rates are available all year round. You can book it directly. You have to put a one-night deposit down, but you can cancel up to 72 hours prior. It's a 2-night minimum, a 5-night maximum. And they're available to you year round. So these rates that you're seeing here are based on 2 people in a room, and they represent, on average, it's about 45% off the best available rate. So really great savings. We just didn't do a flat rate this year. We wanted to make it more rooms open longer, so that you can have access to suites on property. We have about 4 or 5 categories available for travel advisors. And then you can always, when you arrive, ask if there is any upgrade opportunity and what that cost would be. So they will acknowledge you, but they don't, the swim out suites are one of our first booked categories. So we can't put it on sale, but we can offer it to you upon arrival. So keep that in mind, because I think it's a really wonderful opportunity to experience Haven and really learn about it for yourself. Let me introduce you to the team. I didn't do a very good job introducing myself. I'm Jen LaPointe. I'm your director for North America. I have the responsibility for both the US and Canada. I'm Canadian by birth, so I speak both languages. But I am very thrilled to be part of this property. As I said, it's just over 5 and a bit years that I've been on property, and it continues to impress me every single time I get on property. We have a wonderful team. 1 or 2 of them might be on the phone today, one being Maria Fernanda, who we call Mary Fur. She leads the events team. She manages all the weddings and groups, leisure groups and events on property. Lisandro on the far right might be on the phone today too. He is an awesome resource for you. He handles very, very much a lot of the leisure groups that come on property, but I was talking to him yesterday, and he was doing a wedding proposal, and I think they had a reception going on that evening. So these guys are multi-talented. All of the team, Dorian, Maria, and Andrea, are also available to support and provide whatever resources you can and need. So just know that there's a really great experienced team on property to help. Other very important people to know, guest services, which is the kind of special request in some sense of what the guest experience. Maybe they're celebrating something that's very special, but reservations need to know as well. If they're staying in Serenity Club, then maybe you want to say these guests want, I think in the suites they get either there's a tequila, I've seen bourbon, whiskey, and vodka. Those are the things that I normally see, but I'm sure they have rum. They've got a lot of options for what guests want to have in their room, so they can help there, or they can just do it on arrival. That's also fine. You want to pre-book a spa reception will help. If they have a special building request or a special room category, like a floor level, reservations is really who you want to talk to. Or reach out if you've got just questions, general questions, and not sure where to send it, travel agents at havenresorts.com. From there, we'll make sure that it gets to the right department. If you've got training you want to have happen for your own office and your colleagues, reach out to the travel agents at Haven Resorts. There's lots of things, collateral. The only thing we have right now are postcards that you might be able to use for a trade show or something, which I think is a really nice thing for guests to get a hint of what Haven is about. Any questions you have, you can reach out. You can also reach out to me at any time. And I'm going to go back to show you my email one more time because it's jan.lapointe@havenresorts.com, and I'm happy to help you with whatever you need and help guide you or give you more information if there's something I can help with. So I think that is it for today. Oh, good. We've got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, you did a great job, and we're getting lots of great comments about what an amazing and informative presentation. And I have to
Oh,
echo that. Like,
thank
wow.
you. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
actually surprised there's questions, but I really think you did a great job with everything. Okay, well, I just have a little thing I want to do. I know we're running out of time. We will take the questions that are in the Q&A box because you guys have been great about asking. But I just want to know, I'm going to launch a poll. Okay, so on Zoom, I've launched a poll. And I like to know who is a HIP advisor. Facebook friends, please put your answer in the comments if you are. Okay, I'm going to share the results at any moment with you, Jan.
Great.
Looks like well,
Oh,
I'll let you
good.
see. I'm going to end the poll because almost everyone has answered,
That's fantastic.
and I'm going to share the results.
Wow, great. Well, I'm really excited. It's so easy to become one, and then you're just very special. We recognize you if you've sending guests to us. It's just a really great opportunity to personalize a guest stay like this is your hotel. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. It's super easy to do. We won't bombard you, but we just want to be there for you. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, let's hit the questions here. Tina has a question. So, what tour operators do you work with? If you can name some for Canada and US, because
Sure.
this is a mega
In
session.
Canada, we deal with Air Canada Vacations, Transat Holidays, and WestJet Vacations only. In the US, it's the Apple Leisure Group, so Apple, FunJet, Travel Impression, I guess are the three. The Delta Vacations is a wonderful partner. Classic Vacations and Pleasant Holidays are wonderful partners. And we have just signed and should go live this month with Vacation Express in the US.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, ladies asking for the restaurants, do you have to make a reservation in advance?
You don't make it, you make it as soon as you arrive. So you can do it the day of, but I highly recommend once they get in and they're in the app
Yep.
or even as during check-in, do it then. Yeah, that's the perfect time. They don't
And
have
that
to do
app
it in
sounds
advance. We
great.
have to have a room number assigned. So it's impossible, basically.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Melinda, I love this question. So, can you explain again the room service where you don't have to get up?
Oh, it's the best thing
I
ever.
love it.
So order your room service. You can order it the night before and have it delivered. You're going out for an excursion at 6 in the morning and you want coffee delivered. You just phone them the night before and say, right outside your door, there's another box. It's like just a portal into your room, and you have a door on the inside of your room. So it's quite large. They can put a whole tray in there with all of the food that you've ordered. And then you can just open your inside door and take all that out and eat in bed or whatever you desire.
Okay. Oh,
Super easy. Yeah.
makes me want to do it
It's
right now.
also where you want to put your dirty dishes so they're not sitting outside your room.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really great. They just come check it every day.
Diane says this is beautiful. How far is the resort from the airport?
20 minutes. It's literally, I think it's 18 kilometer. I can't remember, 18 kilometers, 11 miles. Yeah,
That's great.
it's
So
like that.
really
Yeah.
anywhere from the US or Canada with a few
Right.
hours of a flight, you could be on the beach in like maybe 4 hours.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so Tina's asking, how do you handle the sea sargassum, and is there any, she knows it's a lighter year, so
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a great question. So we do clear the beach. They start first thing in the morning and they do clear the beach. We are really facing and very close to the reef, that beautiful coral reef that's separates Cozumel and the peninsula. So we have to be very careful and respectful of what's there, but they do clean the beach. It's really well maintained. Some days is bad, but
Yep.
for the most part, this past winter has been really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Anna's asking, are the Pure Wellness suites an added price?
So we position it as a room category. It's not an add-on to the suite. So there are certain room categories. So it is a junior suite, Pure Wellness. I want to say it's probably $15 a night difference than the lead-in junior suite. Yeah.
Okay, great. I was asking, do you guys have any dance classes?
That's a really great question. I will put that forward because I have not seen any dance classes. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, definitely, a
Somebody
little
want to come
by the
down and
beach.
teach? I mean, yeah, exactly.
Oh, so Samuel just said in the chat, I just saw it quickly, that they've been waiting for this resort with Vacation Express with a big exclamation mark.
Yes, exactly. I'm so glad. Yes, we're really, really happy to have joined with Vacation Express this year.
All right, Angie's asking, hi Angie, how mobility friendly is Haven? Do you guys offer golf carts for mobility challenged clients?
So the resort, we can take anyone in a golf court to their building, no problem at all. And they'll do that from the lobby day and night. They're really good that way. As far as accessibility, walking around, it's really good. They've got lots of ramps. Everything is very smooth. You can come in to take an elevator if you're on the ground floor to the second floor and walk straight across into that main lobby area where all the restaurants are. So there's I think it's pretty accessible. You can roll a wheelchair right into the round pool if you
Hmm.
like. What I do notice, I will be honest, the only rails that I see down into the pools is in the main pool. Okay, so keeping that in mind, that is the only ADA challenge that I see.
Okay. And Angie said, that's perfect. That's exactly what she needed to hear.
Okay, okay, great.
Okay, so Tiffany says, I know all the rooms are suites. So that means all the rooms, do they all have a butler or just Serenity?
Only Serenity Club have butlers. All of the other suites have access to the concierge. So the concierge, there's one in the lobby. There's always one in the lobby. There's probably three in the lobby that are available throughout the day. If you need any services or you need extra hangers or your room isn't, cold enough or you need more blankets, that kind of thing, they'll help you there.
Okay. Charles is asking, if a couple does a site inspection for a wedding and the
Yeah,
couple books the wedding, is the inspection cost credited towards the wedding package cost?
50% of
Oh,
it.
that's good.
Okay. That test drive the wedding has to be done with the resort directly. So please keep that in mind. Okay. Like no tour operator sells packages. So you
Okay.
have to do it with the resort. It's the only difference.
Sheila's asking, do you want my independent contractor agency or my IATA or my host agency when registering?
I would use whatever you're going to present on property should you come down. So it has to be it's not going to concern the front desk what you're using. It just has to be proof of when you arrive. So if you have an IATA card, use an IATA.
Okay. Kara says, not a question, but I want to say thank you to both. This has been so educational. I've
Oh,
learned
good.
so much.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. That was great.
So I'm just gonna, a couple people I'm gonna say are asking that there's a rumored hotel
Uh-huh.
that is family friendly that's gonna be built next to the convention center. Is
You
this
guys know
true?
way too much. So, on the, it's like, I don't know who you're
It's
talking
been
to.
a couple people have
Yes,
asked about it.
there is a family property. So, the owners they pay cash for everything. They don't go to banks. They have done an amazing job with this.
Wow.
So right next door, which is on the right side of the picture, the intent is to build a 600 room family property. The ground is ready for it because they did that when they were completing the convention center. They've paused construction. We're in high season. They're not going to do that.
Right.
If they do, I will
Oh,
tell you, they would close the building that is adjacent to the construction so that you're not hearing that noise. So you don't have to worry about that happening. when it does happen, but we'll make sure that we notify people in the newsletter. So yes, there is going to be a 600 room property next door. We're hoping it'll open up in late 26, early 27. But if they haven't started in April, then it will be delayed, of course. It's at least an 18-month build. In the meantime, I hear they're looking in the Dominican Republic. So that could be fun. We could
Well,
expand outside of Mexico, which I'm really excited about.
and I feel like the family property next door is a great complement to them. So that would work.
Really great.
You know, it's going to accommodate everyone, right? So,
Yes, exactly.
Patty's asking, do we need to
Exactly.
recertify every year to be a HIP advisor?
No, you don't. We had a course for the first 5 years that we took down last year. They it just wasn't really necessary. We do monthly webinars, so we just thought as long as you've taken a webinar with us in the last year, we'll consider that your certification.
Okay, great. And I just want to also mention I added many times as Jan was speaking her contact information, where you can
Yeah,
find the Haven on Spoiled Agent. Just go down to hotels. And I had a lot of questions early on about the maps. They're all there on
yeah,
your supplier page that Jan just spoke about. So it's a really great wealth of information for you guys.
yeah.
Sherry's asking, does a resort provide transportation from the airport?
So there is no complimentary. We have an in-house DMC, Amstar is the ground handler, who can arrange it. I would imagine that if you were booking a really high room category with a hotel, because it's so close, they might consider it, but it's not included. It's not complimentary normally,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
Okay, fair. Um, and the hours of the pool, are they open almost all the time?
Almost 24 hours. It's really interesting. Even though people use their swim outs at night, and the crew that does the cleaning, they usually start pretty early in the morning.
Right,
Nobody's usually up. It's like the gyms, you're open 24 hours, but nobody uses it between midnight and 5
right.
So the pools are open 24 hours. They try to keep people, because of security reasons, in that central pool, the main pool, closing the oval pool. And I've seen people in the Serenity Club pools in night, but that's, just to be safe, we try to keep them together, especially if they're partying and drinking. Yeah, it's a quieter area. So we keep them in the main pools. I'm going to say definitely that one's open 24 hours. The other two, you may, as long as you're being quiet, I don't think anyone, but the swim outs are open 24 hours too. So if you got a swim out, you're fine.
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
like the yes hotel. You guys say yes to
Yeah,
everything, which is
exactly.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you need? We got it.
Yeah. Sherry's asking, can we log bookings after travel?
Yes, 100%. 100%. I would take them up to 1 year past. We just like to know how much you've supported Haven in order to provide you with the best, service, and just recognize you when we do invitations or things that you can enjoy.
And Diane's asking, so is the Serenity section on the left of this image that they're looking at right now?
It's a great question. Do you see the square buildings in the front?
Yes.
The Serenity section itself is on the far right, but the square building in the horseshoe, I don't know if you
Yep.
can't show your mouse, but the ones that are oceanfront are Serenity Club,
Okay.
and the Serenity Club section is far right in this image. And that would be north on the right.
Okay, great. And Darlene's asking, do you know roughly how much a taxi would be, or transfer from the airport to the hotel?
I don't think it's so one of the places that I get a lot of my information sometimes is called Fans of Haven Riviera Cancun Facebook
Oh,
page. They are really good for, hey, I used, Canada Transfers the last time I came in and it was $50. So I think it's under $50. I don't know if people are speaking per person or per couple.
okay.
So I can't speak exactly, but it can't be that much. I
Yeah.
just would, if you're going into Cancun at night, and the hotel will arrange it, and I think I don't think it's flat rate, but I think they have a guideline. It's, so it's maybe $35 into Cancun at night. But the Amstar could maybe arrange for a transfer of some kind also.
Actually, Angie just chimed in. I just
Mhm.
booked round trip transfers for my clients and it was $95 US for two.
Oh, there you go. From the airport.
Angie.
Oh, good. So it's 50, yeah, 47.50 each. Okay, good.
Yeah,
That's great.
very good.
It's
Okay.
$23 each way per
Yeah,
person. I mean, that's nothing. Great.
And do you have any FAMs at all for the agents? This is our last question.
So we don't run our own FAMs, but we do provide all of our tour operator partners with opportunities for FAMs. So if your favorite BDM is thinking about doing a FAM to the destination, make sure that they reach out to me because we
Okay.
would love to host them. We've got no problem. We do it quite often during the year, but it has to be generated with a partner.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
And everyone's really good with their reps, so that's good, guys. Reach out to them and
yeah.
make it happen. Well,
Every
this
rep.
was fantastic, Jen. I know everyone's saying they want to go, they want to eat there, they want to experience this amazing place. So register your bookings and you guys will get there one day for sure, if not sooner than later.
Exactly.
You did a
Great. Well,
wonderful
thank you,
job.
Susan.
Really
Oh, thank
great
you, Susan.
job.
It was awesome. It was really great to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining 150 people. That's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
for sure.
thank
And we
you
also
all.
had our Facebook friends too. So I
Yeah,
mean, like
exactly. Yeah.
amazing. And thank you all for joining us, guys. You guys are great and we love meeting with you all
Thanks.
the time. Thank you so much, Jan.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you again. Good seeing you all. Take care.